My name is Princess Kelechi Ogane, and I am the Director of Gmyt Fashion Academy and the Creative Director for Gmyt Couture, and also the founder of Gmyt Foundation. Fashion is life. Fashion is everything, really, to me. I live my life around fashion. I mean, the couture department, we make clothes, the academy, we're training women how to become their own fashion entrepreneurs through fashion. I'm wearing clothes, you're wearing clothes, so fashion is like everything around me, so fashion is life for me. Well, I did management science, that's IRPM. I finished from Lagos State University. I did part-time, but now I just finished from Lagos Business School. I ran an executive program. Well, I didn't choose fashion. I think fashion chose me, because I started from the house. My mom was a seamstress, and over the years, this December I'll be 12 years in business, and over the years, even though I've tried like other businesses, I keep coming back to fashion. I started learning from the house, and then after that, I had the boutique. Okay, so I practically lived my life around the boutique business for about 7 to 9 years, and then here we are, couture, and now a full-blown academy with over 100 students, and with alumni is now having their own businesses, people that finished from Gmyt Fashion Academy. So fashion chose me, I would say. Having women start their own businesses. I mean, we have, like I said, the couture department where clients come and we're making their outfit, like top-notch clients. Okay, we're making their outfits, but I feel more fulfilled knowing that I've been able to help women start and establish their own businesses. We can boast of Alibs, Nifas Creation, Aquama, there's LB stitches, there's sophisticated closets, and on like that. So I think being able to impact life, okay, supporting women is the big deal for me. It makes me fulfilled, and this is just the beginning, by God's grace. Yeah, so because we because after school, what next? We're teaching women how to start their brands. Okay, it's not everybody that can afford our school fees. Well, I'm used to giving back, so we resolved to giving young girls, people that cannot, at least readily afford to train themselves now, but have the passion, to become a fashion designer. We, give them scholarship, and then they come here and then they learn for free alongside the Gmyt, the Fashion Academy students. And by the grace of God, we've been able to train a few, I think 5 this year, without any help with God. Okay, there's Yams Thread, there's Olive Stitches, there's the other 3 that will be graduating this December, and then hopefully we'll be giving out more scholarship, like 5, to train for next year. But we're praying that we get support, and if we do, we'll be able to accommodate more hands to train. That's what the foundation is about. Classy, moderate, reserved, I think that's it. My clients are top notch. I'm a fashion person, but I would just say I'm on the reserved part. I'm honored, actually. I feel honored, but then I tell them, you can be you, okay? And like the students that are now alumni, or the people that will be graduating from Gmyt Fashion Academy, I tell them, you can be better, because you're here, you've seen all our creativity, you've actually learned a lot of things that we do here, because we're as open as, as the books. So if you want to start your own brand, you should be better. Fashion is not easy. I've paid my dues to an extent, and I'm still building my brand. So you don't get to a stage where you say I've arrived. You continue learning, you continue growing, so they can join me in the journey. Start from somewhere. The most important thing is to start, and then grow with time and become a better version of you. Greatest challenge in fashion designing is managing people, okay? In as much as you're trying to help these women start their own businesses, they come from different backgrounds and all that, so from time to time you have some issues that you have to be strict on the policy, making them understand that they're here to learn, so they can get the very best. For the couture department, you have staff to manage. Okay, we have admin departments and all that. Lights, diesel. There's a lot of challenges, but then because this is more of passion for us, we don't really see it as challenges. We only pray for strength to be able to manage what God has given us. Because yes, we're busy, so instead of complaining, we just appreciate the grace that God has given us, and then pray for the strength to be able to manage it. So challenges, I'd say it's more of a blessing than challenges, yes. We do bespoke tailoring, okay, specifically for top-notch clients, okay, people that come with, of course, very say expensive lace or high-end fabrics, and then they are able to they just want us to tailor it to fit them. They don't like copied or what they want us to spend more time playing with their fabrics and then giving them what they want. Okay, so our clients are top-notch, even our students are top-notch. So we've been able to build a brand that's been able to attract the people that can afford our services, and we're looking to also improve in that, the standard that we have now, so we can make more money. The students will be graduating, and as you all know, I go all out for our students when it comes to the fashion entrepreneurship classes that we hold from time to time. Like every month I invite like established entrepreneurs to come teach us how they started their business, how they've been able to manage it, because a lot of people just assume that, oh, you can just start a business and that's it. Okay, and then we hear how businesses fold like every day. So I'm like, okay, we need to learn, we need to understand why some people are able to stay in the same business or even other industries for like 5 years, 10 years, them counting like 20 years anniversary and all that. So fashion for me, like I said, creating the next generation of entrepreneurs, it's true fashion is life for me. I don't want to fail my people, I don't want to fail my students, I want to leave a legacy. Okay, so I don't just teach them cutting and sewing, but I also teach them how to start, manage their businesses, and also create a platform where they get to meet top-notch clients that can afford their brand. Because after school, what they need to understand, they can start their business, they need to know that they are able to market their product, they need to know that they are the first brand ambassador that should be able to at least manage their business as well. And then we create a platform where, as a fashion designers, even till date, we have to pay for fashion shows. When we release a new collection, for instance, like the Astral collection that we just did, so we're teaching them how to do all that. Even Gucci, Armani, from time to time you hear spring collection, summer collection. So you never stop creating. This is something that you have to continue doing. So we create a platform for them to launch their brand officially, graduate with, of course, certificate. The best students get an industrial machine, the ones that are dedicated best student, a lot of them will be getting awards, and then showcasing their collection. The ones that are not graduating are going to be making their outfit, so they start talking about their brands on the red carpet on that day of the event. It's happening at Oriental Hotel. We're using the ballroom. Okay, we're seating about 320 people. We're inviting clientele for them. Okay, there's food, drink, music. So we have over 20 designers. Now the designers that I'm talking about are our students. I don't know if I should be calling them students again, because even while in school they already started their own businesses, and they're managing their brands, they're already selling. Okay, so they are going to be showcasing their collections on that day, so that before they finish from here, nobody's going to question their brand, because even while in school doing their project, we're already projecting them, people are already seeing it, and then when they launch officially, at least before they leave here, people can now see that they have like a collection or a lookbook. So we're actually going all out for them, and that's what this event is about, to project our students, to promote their brands, because while we're doing that, we're also promoting ourselves. I pray for strength to be able to do all that, because we also have a business to manage. I'm creating the next generation of entrepreneurs. I cannot feel threatened when I'm actually training people to become the next fashion designers. This market is big. I tell you, we're fully booked now. I remember even my previous interviews, I tell you, there is no day that you come here, that we are not busy. The culture department is growing, the academy is growing, fashion is big, the market is big. I mean, a client came yesterday and she was like, oh, she wants to make an outfit, and I'm like, we're fully booked. But then my students are capable, because they've already started their businesses. And what I called one of them, she went to meet the clients at Chevron. She sketched about 4 or 5 designs, and the client choose one. So we should be able to assist our fellow women, the upcoming fashion designers, because the market is big. If you think you want to hold on to your talent or the gift that God has given you, you would start, I don't know, you would just be stagnant, so your business would crash. I think we should be able to support other women, and the more we do that, I think even the country will become a better place. and there will be less pressure on us, because if we try to take up all the jobs, and we're under so much pressure, and at the end of the day we're disappointing our clients, you see that even our business will not grow. But because we're sharing jobs, and then our students are delivering, our clients are happy, we are also delivering, we're all happy, and that's what we're praying for. I think close to 35, okay, for this December, yeah. Yes, my daughter is already taking after my step. Like, she's 5, but she can bead, and she's already sketching. So my mom did a good job, starting us off on this line. And thank God, if anybody, like I keep saying, have told me that I'll be feeding from fashion today and become this big, even though I'm just starting, I won't have, I won't believe it. But now with the feedback I'm getting, I think it's something that I want to teach my girl, and I'm actually happy that even as little as 5 years she's already interested and doing so well. So yes, of course. One day at a time. I just manage it. It's not easy, okay? And in fact, that was why I went to do this this executive program at LBS, okay? Because the rate at which we're expanding the business, that at a point it became overwhelming. I was feeling like I couldn't manage this again. But they taught me, and with experience as well, that you have to take life one step at a time. Okay, if you try to take in everything and worry about tomorrow, you become so stressed, and at the end of the day you can't do anything. So I just take life as they come, make very good of my time. Okay, I don't waste my time. Anytime you come to this office, you see that I'm busy doing one or two things, okay? So I'm focused to an extent, and very strict, dedicated at least to my work, because this is where I earn my living. So no pressure. I just take life one step at a time, and that's it. If I was not doing fashion, I would I tried running a makeup school, okay, and that's why I can do my makeup. No knowledge is waste. I take up courses. I'm willing to also learn more. If I wasn't doing fashion, of course I would have been doing another thing. I just know that in as much as I've also tried to do other things on the side, I keep coming back to fashion. But if I didn't have any option, I'm an entrepreneur. I like to use my hand. I like to work. Okay, probably I will have like maybe restaurant or something. But then fashion for me is I don't know, maybe a different kind of fashion as well, because yes, I've also tried restaurant. So those are other side things, because people must eat that I like, that I tried. But I feel more satisfied anytime I come back to fashion. So if there was no fashion, I don't know. I think with time you'll get tired of working for somebody eventually. Okay, even my staff, I tell them, you won't stay with me forever. If it's 2 years, 1 year you're going to work with me, okay, just give me your best shot. I don't owe any of my staff. I've never owed, okay. And then I tell them, even while you're with me, you're learning, okay. So learn, so when you start your own brand, you would become a better person. I don't know why people are saying there is no work, or there are jobs. Use your hand to do something, okay? Open fast food, or just do something, because you will be bored at some point, and then you will not be happy with yourself as you age. Time waits for no one, okay? Don't be a liability to yourself. You will even feel better when you can afford little things, like you don't have to wait for your spouse, or depend on anybody before you're able to make your hair or your nails. If you're taking care of only yourself, that's something. So you need to be able to also leave a legacy. Make sure that your kids are looking up to you and saying, I want to be like mommy. Okay, not saying that, I want to be like daddy. That's not bad, but I think you should also be a good role model, and you don't want to be a housewife role model, in quote. You should be able to support your spouse. Okay, this is money, and I know there are sometimes that even with the guys, there are sometimes that they don't get that money as it comes. It's not every time you have money in your hand. But if the wife is able to support, or the girlfriend is able to support, or the fiance, okay, is able to support with something and not just putting pressures on them, then I think we'll all be happy. So they should try and do something, you know, take up professional courses, you know, how to start a business, how to manage a business. You know, even when you start your business, never stop learning. Okay, try and improve yourself. Even I'm a fashion designer, I'm training people, but I still take up classes. You never stop growing. You have to continue to empower yourself. My final words is, the students that are going to be graduating, I'm already missing them, okay, because we've had our own we've all learned from each other. I wish them luck. I hope they've learned one or two things from me. They should take life one step at a time. Don't rush, okay? Don't look at somebody and think that you have the same grades. Don't envy anybody. Just be you, pray hard, work hard, and do the right thing at all time, and then you will be fine. I wish them luck, and I cannot wait to celebrate them. Like, this event is about celebrating them, okay? And then, you know, so that they can make me proud and be a good example to the next people that would come after them.